Okay, now we're going to do some examples. So in the first example here, we have h of x is equal to 3 to the x over 3 to the x plus 2. Okay, and so we're going to use the quotient rule. Now, in using the quotient rule though, we've got exponentials here. So we're going to have to deal with those exponentials. So again, let's just set up the derivative. So low d high, so the bottom times the derivative at the top. So that's going to be 3 to the x plus 2 times the derivative at the top, but it's an exponential. So it's going to be what? Times 3 to the x times the natural log of 3. And then minus the top times the derivative of the bottom, which is going to be, again, this 2 is going to go to 0, so it's going to be this exponential again, so it's going to be 3 to the x times what? The natural log of 3. Okay. So now, then we have the bottom square. So if we simplify this, what do we get? We get so we get 3 to the x, let me see, so we get 3 to the x times, 3 to the x plus 2 times the natural log of 3 minus, we get 3 to the 2x natural log of 3 all over 3 to the x plus 2 quantity squared. Okay, so we can factor oh yeah, we can simplify this. I've got 3x plus 2 let's do, well, I'm gonna run out of room. We can distribute this, and this becomes 3 to the 2x plus, oh, and then we can distribute this too, so we get 3 to the 2x times the natural log of 3 plus 2 times 3 to the x natural log of 3 minus 3 to the 2x natural log of 3 over 3 to the x plus 2 squared. Okay. So now that we expand that, we get 3 to the 2x natural log of 3 here, minus, yep, that's it. So these cancel. Yeah, there we go. So this cancels with this, and then we end up with 2 times 3 to the x natural log of 3 over 3 to the x plus 2 quantity squared. And that is it. That's it. Yeah, we can't simplify it any further. Okay, that's it. Now the second example wants us to find the slope of the tangent line at this point on this curve. So to find the slope, we first have to find the derivative function, so we know y prime is equal to, now we're going to use the general case, right? So we've got log base 2 of this function. Well, what's the rule? Well, it's going to be 1 over 3x plus 1 times the derivative of the argument, which is 3, times what? 1 over the natural log of the base. So it's going to be 1 over the natural log of the base, which is 2. Right? So I just did it separately, just using what I talked about with the theorem. Okay? So I just used the chain rule, and then added that piece for the 1 over the natural log of the base. Okay, so now, at this point, I just have to evaluate it at 1. So if you want to clean this up, we can write this as 3 over 3x plus 1 times the natural log of 2. Like so, and then we're just going to plug in x equals 1, that's going to be here, and so I'm going to get 3 over 4 natural log of 2, okay? Okay, and then we can also then simplify by bringing the 4 using the property of logs, right? And then we can use the 4, bring it back up here, so this will become 3 times the, or 3 divided by the natural log of 2 to the 4th, which is 16. And so that is our final answer. So that is the exact slope of the tangent line. Okay, now, if you're asked to give the slope, so here's a great, again, if you're watching the lecture videos, this is a great key that you want to listen to. In problems on the exam or in the homework, if it says, hey, find the slope, okay, and it doesn't mention anything about approximating the slope or estimating the slope or anything like that, or gives you to round to 3 decimal places or to the thousandth place or anything like that, then you want the exact answer. So if it asks you, like in this example, it asks you for the slope of the tangent line at x equals 1, well, they want the exact answer. So this would be the exact answer. You would not put this in your calculator, okay, and write out a decimal, okay? This is the final answer. Now, if it said approximate, or give the approximate slope and round to 3 decimal places, that'd be a different story. But again, if it doesn't say that, or if it says give the exact answer, then give the exact answer. If it doesn't say, if it just says give the slope, but it doesn't say approximate, or it doesn't give you any kind of rounding instructions, then you give the exact answer. Okay, so just keep that in mind for exams and the final and quizzes and such. Okay, have a great day.